Certainly there's been a migration from traditional print classifieds or help wanted advertising to the internet, and I think that migration is going to continue to evolve. The question you have to ask when considering what's right for you from an advertising perspective is, where does our target audience spend time and what type of media are they consuming?
Really, it's about dipping a toe, figuring out what's right for your organization, what's right for your target audience. It really all comes back to them. There's a lot of factors that go into building an employer brand. You're really looking for the differentiator. A lot of folks today say, I want to be the employer of choice. Well, don't we all? So it's really finding that differentiating message for your organization that you can bring to the marketplace, and that is very true.
I think one of the core tenets of effective employment brand management is authenticity. So anything you do from a perception management or reputation or messaging perspective has to be consistent with the actual and authentic work experience day to day, or you'll experience that type of dissatisfaction, which leads to disengagement and turnover.
Social media today allows unprecedented access to employees in your organization. So if you put a message out there and that experience is not the reality, folks are going to find out very quickly. There's a direct line into the folks in your organization and employees in your organization where I can reach out to them via a social network or via social media and say, hey, is it really like that in there? Is it really, is work-life balance a reality in this organization? And what that employer says back will speak volumes more than anything you can publish in print or on your career site, because they're perceived as being more true than something you might put in media.
That's always a red flag for me if there's a disconnect or a pretty wide gap between CEO and executive perception and actual employee population insights. And that's certainly a gap that I think an organization needs to be made aware of. So we deal with it honestly, directly, and candidly. And then we look at process improvement or change management for shoring up that level of disconnect or that gap so an organization can move forward. You've got to spend some time kind of really understanding the authentic employment experience inside your organization and quantifying it in a way that's consistent throughout the organization. Spend time with your A players. Ask them why they decided to choose your organization, why they stay, and what they get out of it. You've got to do some research and some due diligence, and you spend some time kind of conducting employee engagement survey data, understanding what the existing perception is among your target hiring demographic, and then develop the message that's a consistent and actual reflection of the work experience inside your organization. The really good people, the A-level talent, they have an abundance of opportunities. The landscape for A-level talent is becoming more competitive, so A players have jobs, and if they become disengaged, they have opportunities, and so those are the people that I think companies are really starting to covet. And brand management is certainly an effective long-term strategy for engaging the passive job seeker.